Question 1. Topic: Commercial property insurance. Which of the following would most likely be excluded under a standard commercial property insurance policy? A. Fire damage to the building. B. Theft of inventory from a locked warehouse. C. Damage caused by an earthquake. D. Loss of business income due to fire. Answer: C. Damage caused by an earthquake. Explanation: in a standard commercial property insurance policy, certain types of damage are often excluded, and earthquake damage is a common example. Earthquakes are typically excluded under basic commercial property policy. Coverage for earthquake damage can be obtained through a separate earthquake endorsement or policy, depending on the insurer. Option A. Fire damage is typically covered under a commercial property policy unless explicitly excluded in the policy terms. G. If the fire resulted from excluded causes like war. Option B. Theft of inventory is generally covered under standard commercial property policies, especially if the theft occurs from a secured location such as a locked warehouse. Option D. Loss of business income due to fire is often covered, provided that the fire is a covered peril. This is part of the business income coverage within commercial property insurance. Question 2. Topic: Commercial general liability insurance. Mr. Thompson owns a local bakery and is concerned about the risk of customers slipping on the wet floor in his store. Which of the following types of coverage in a commercial general liability CGL policy would provide protection for this risk? A. Personal and advertising injury coverage. B. Medical payments coverage. C. Bodily injury and property damage liability. D. Products and completed operations coverage. Answer: C. Bodily injury and property damage liability. Explanation: in a commercial general liability CGL policy, bodily injury and property damage liability coverage is designed to cover incidents where a third party, such as a customer, is injured on the business premises, including slip and fall accidents. This would cover the medical expenses, legal fees, and potential damages if the bakery is found liable. Option A. Personal and advertising injury coverage covers liability for offenses like libel, slander, and copyright infringement, which is not relevant to slip and fall accidents. Option B. Medical payments coverage provides immediate medical costs for injuries that occur on the premises, but it does not cover lawsuits or liability related to the injury. It is usually a small amount to cover minor injuries. Option D. Products and completed operations coverage is relevant for businesses that manufacture products or provide services. It covers liability related to the use of products or services, but it does not apply to general slip and fall incidents within the business premises. Question 3. Scenario-based question. Topic: Workers' compensation insurance scenario. Mr. Jackson owns a construction company in Louisiana. One of his workers, Mr. Davis, is injured while lifting heavy equipment on the job site. The worker has a permanent disability in his back that prevents him from returning to work. What steps must Mr. Jackson take to ensure he is in compliance with Louisiana workers' compensation laws? Mr. Jackson is not required to report the injury to the state as it is a minor injury. B. Mr. Jackson must notify the Louisiana Workers' Compensation Corporation within 30 days of the injury. C. Mr. Jackson should immediately offer Mr. Davis a temporary position that requires no physical labor. D. Mr. Jackson must provide medical benefits, but he is not required to offer disability benefits under the Louisiana Workers' Compensation laws. Answer: B. Mr. Jackson must notify the Louisiana Workers' Compensation Corporation within 30 days of the injury. Explanation: under Louisiana's workers' compensation laws, employers are required to report any workplace injury to the Louisiana Workers' Compensation Corporation law within a specific time frame, usually 30 days. This ensures that the injured worker receives the necessary benefits, including medical treatment and disability benefits. Option A. This is incorrect because the injury is significant permanent disability and must be reported to ensure compliance with Louisiana law. Option C. While offering a modified or temporary position might be beneficial, the primary requirement is to report the injury to the state workers' compensation system. Offering work is not the first step. Option D. Louisiana law requires that the employer provide both medical benefits and disability benefits for the injured worker depending on the severity of the injury. The worker is entitled to compensation for lost wages due to the permanent disability in addition to medical care. Question 4. Topic: Commercial auto insurance. Which of the following would not be covered under a standard commercial auto insurance policy? A. Damage caused by an employee while using a company vehicle. B. Property damage caused by a vehicle accident while on a business trip. C. Injuries sustained by a driver while driving without authorization for personal use. D. Damage to the vehicle while it is parked at the company premises. Answer: C. Injuries sustained by a driver while driving without authorization for personal use. Explanation: under a standard commercial auto insurance policy, the vehicle and driver are generally only covered for business-related activities. If the driver is operating the vehicle for personal use without authorization, injuries sustained during that use would typically not be covered. The policy would likely exclude personal use that is unrelated to business operations. Question 5. Topic: Workers' compensation insurance. Which of the following is not a benefit typically provided under Louisiana workers' compensation insurance? A. Medical benefits for workplace injuries. B. Disability benefits for temporary total disability. C. Compensation for emotional distress resulting from workplace incidents. D. Rehabilitation benefits for injured workers. Answer: C. Compensation for emotional distress resulting from workplace incidents. Explanation: Louisiana workers' compensation insurance provides medical benefits, disability benefits, both temporary and permanent, and rehabilitation benefits for employees who are injured in the course of employment. However, compensation for emotional distress or mental anguish is not typically covered unless it results from a physical injury sustained at work. Louisiana law focuses on tangible injuries rather than emotional distress alone. Question 6. Topic: Commercial general liability insurance. CGL. A commercial general liability policy typically excludes which of the following? A. Bodily injury caused by a slip and fall in a store. B. Property damage caused by an employee while working on a client's premises. C. Injury caused by the insured's professional services. D. Personal injury caused by defamation. Answer: C. Injury caused by the insured's professional services. Explanation: the Commercial General Liability (CGL) policy covers bodily injury, property damage, and personal injury in the course of business activities such as slip and fall accidents or defamation. However, it does not cover injuries caused by professional services provided by the insured. This type of coverage falls under professional liability insurance errors and omissions. The distinction is made between general business liability and the specific risks associated with providing professional services. Question 7. Topic: Commercial property insurance. Which of the following is typically covered under a business income endorsement for commercial property insurance? A. Replacement cost of damaged property. B. Loss of income due to a covered peril. C. Additional expenses incurred while repairing the business premises. D. Property damage caused by earthquake. Answer: B. Loss of income due to a covered peril. Explanation: a business income endorsement is added to a commercial property insurance policy to cover lost income if the business is unable to operate due to a covered peril, such as a fire or storm. It helps to reimburse the business for the income it would have earned during the downtime caused by the covered event. Options A and C are more directly related to property damage and expenses, while D, earthquake, is often excluded unless specifically covered by an endorsement. Question 8. Topic: Commercial crime insurance. Which of the following is not typically covered by a commercial crime insurance policy? A. Employee dishonesty. B. Money stolen from the insured's premises. C. Cyber fraud resulting from a data breach. D. Forgery or alteration of documents. Answer: C. Cyber fraud resulting from a data breach. Explanation: commercial crime insurance typically covers employee dishonesty, theft, burglary, forgery, and other crimes that result in a financial loss for the business. However, cyber fraud resulting from a data breach falls under cyber liability insurance, which is a separate coverage specifically designed for losses related to cyber risks, including hacking, data breaches, and other technology-related crimes. Question 9. Topic: Commercial auto insurance. A company vehicle is involved in an accident while being driven by an employee during personal time. The vehicle was not being used for any business purposes. What is the likely outcome regarding coverage? A. The accident will be fully covered under the company's commercial auto insurance. B. The accident will be covered if the employee has personal auto insurance. C. The accident will be covered under the company's commercial auto insurance, but the employee's personal insurance will not apply. D. The accident will not be covered under the company's commercial auto insurance. Answer: D. The accident will not be covered under the company's commercial auto insurance. Explanation: commercial auto insurance policies typically exclude coverage for accidents that occur when the vehicle is being used for personal purposes. Since the employee was not using the vehicle for business purposes during the accident, the commercial auto insurance will likely not cover the damage. Personal auto insurance might cover the accident depending on the employee's policy and whether it covers such situations. Question 10. Topic: Workers' compensation insurance. An employee who has been injured on the job is entitled to wage replacement benefits. However, if they are not totally disabled and can perform some work in a reduced capacity, which type of benefit would apply? A. Temporary total disability (TD) benefits. B. Temporary partial disability (TPD) benefits. C. Permanent total disability (PTD) benefits. D. Rehabilitation benefits. Answer: B. Temporary partial disability (TPD) benefits. Explanation: if the employee can perform some work but at a reduced capacity due to their injury, they are entitled to temporary partial disability (TPD) benefits. This provides compensation for the difference between the employee's previous wages and their current reduced wages. Temporary total disability (TTD) applies when the employee cannot work at all. Permanent total disability (PTD) applies when the employee is permanently unable to work. Rehabilitation benefits are designed to help the employee return to work, but are not related to wage replace. Question 11. Topic: Commercial property inland marine insurance. Which of the following types of coverage is not typically included in inland marine insurance? A. Goods in transit. B. Contractors' equipment. C. Commercial auto liability. D. Builder's risk. Answer: C. Commercial auto liability. Explanation: inland marine insurance covers property that is mobile or in transit, such as goods in transit, contractors' equipment, and builders' risk coverage for construction projects. However, commercial auto liability is not part of inland marine insurance. It falls under a separate commercial auto insurance policy, which is designed to cover liability for vehicles and their operation, not property being transported. Question 12. Topic: Commercial general liability insurance (CGL). Which of the following is not the typical exclusion in a commercial general liability (CGL) policy? A. Intentional acts of the insured. B. Pollution liability. C. Bodily injury resulting from the insured's professional services. D. Loss of income due to a natural disaster. Answer: D. Loss of income due to a natural disaster. Explanation: CGL policies typically exclude coverage for intentional acts, pollution liability, and bodily injury resulting from professional services. However, loss of income due to a natural disaster would generally be covered under a separate business income endorsement or a business interruption policy. A CGL policy focuses more on liability for third-party claims involving bodily injury or property damage. Question 13. Topic: Business income coverage. A small retail business suffers fire damage that forces it to close for repairs. The business income coverage will replace: A. The full cost of repairing the building. B. Wages paid to employees during the downtime. C. The loss of rental income from tenants in the building. D. Lost profits during the downtime. Answer: D. Lost profits during the downtime. Explanation: business income coverage is designed to replace lost income or profits due to a covered peril, such as fire, that causes the business to temporarily close. The insurance helps cover the lost profits that would have been earned during the downtime. It does not cover the repair costs for the building or wages unless specifically included in the policy. Question 14. Topic: Commercial property insurance. The commercial property insurance policy has a coinsurance clause. The insured's building is worth $500,000, but they have insured it for only $400,000. If a $100,000 claim is made, how much will the insurer pay, assuming a 90% coinsurance requirement? A. $50,000. B. $70,000. C. $90,000. D. $100,000. Answer: B. $70,000. Explanation: under a coinsurance clause, the insured must insure their property to a certain percentage of its full value, in this case 90%. If the insured does not meet the required amount, the payout is reduced. The formula is amount insured, amount required to be insured equals amount paid $400,000, $450,000, 90% of $500,000 equals $0.8889 x $100,000 equals $88,889 payout. However, the policy only covers the actual insured value and the difference is accounted for in coverage. Question 15. Topic: Commercial umbrella insurance. Which of the following is not typically covered by a commercial umbrella insurance policy? A. Excess liability above the limits of a commercial general liability policy. B. Legal defense costs in a lawsuit. C. Claims covered under the insured's workers' compensation insurance. D. Additional coverage for automobile accidents. Answer: see claims covered under the insured workers' compensation insurance. Explanation: commercial umbrella insurance provides excess liability coverage above the limits of underlying policies like commercial general liability (CGL), commercial auto insurance, and certain other liability coverages. However, it does not cover workers' compensation claims, as those are handled separately under workers' compensation insurance policies. Umbrella insurance enhances coverage but does not fill gaps in other types of insurance like workers' compensation. Question 16. Topic: Workers' compensation insurance. Which of the following is a requirement for workers' compensation insurance in Louisiana? A. It is required for all employers, regardless of size. B. It is required for employers with 5 or more employees. C. It is required for employers with 10 or more employees in certain industries. D. It is not required for businesses with fewer than 20 employees. Answer: B. It is required for employers with 5 or more employees. Explanation: in Louisiana, workers' compensation insurance is generally required for businesses with 5 or more employees. Some specific industries like construction have additional requirements, but the basic rule is that businesses with 5 or more employees must carry workers' compensation insurance. Employers with fewer than 5 employees may not be required to provide this coverage unless otherwise stipulated by law or industry regulations. Question 17. Topic: commercial crime insurance. A business's commercial crime insurance policy covers the loss of money and securities due to employee dishonesty. Which of the following would not be covered under this policy? A. Employee theft of cash from the business safe. B. Employee embezzlement of funds through fraudulent accounting. C. Loss of customer credit card information due to a data breach. D. Employee theft of a company-owned vehicle. Answer: C. Loss of customer credit card information due to a data breach. Explanation: commercial crime insurance covers losses related to employee dishonesty, such as theft of money or property by an employee, including embezzlement. However, loss of customer credit card information due to a data breach is generally covered by cyber liability insurance, not commercial crime insurance. Cyber liability insurance protects against technology-related risks, including data breaches and information theft. Question 18. Topic: commercial auto insurance. Which of the following would not typically be included in a commercial auto policy? A. Liability for bodily injury caused by an employee during a business trip. B. Damage to a company vehicle while used for personal errands after hours. C. Comprehensive coverage for a vehicle damaged by a vandalism incident. D. Collision coverage for damage caused by a vehicle accident during business operations. Answer: B. Damage to a company vehicle while used for personal errands after hours. Explanation: a commercial auto policy typically covers business-related accidents, including liability for bodily injury, damage to company vehicles, and accidents during business operations. However, if an employee uses the vehicle for personal errands after hours, this would not typically be covered unless the policy specifically includes personal use coverage or is written to cover such situations. Question 19. Topic: product liability insurance. A manufacturer of household products is sued because a product caused injury to a consumer. Which of the following would not typically be covered by product liability insurance? A. Injury caused by defect in the product's design. B. Injury caused by improper use of the product by the consumer. C. Injury caused by a manufacturing flaw in the product. D. Injury caused by inadequate warnings on the product. Answer: B. Injury caused by improper use of the product by the consumer. Explanation: product liability insurance typically covers injuries caused by defects in the design, manufacturing, or warnings about a product. However, it does not cover injuries caused by improper use of the product by the consumer unless the improper use was reasonably foreseeable and the manufacturer failed to provide adequate instructions or warnings. Question 20. Topic: contractor's equipment insurance. Which of the following is typically covered by a contractor's equipment insurance policy? A. Bodily injury caused by the contractor's equipment. B. Theft of tools from a job site. C. Damage to a subcontractor's vehicle caused by the contractor's equipment. D. Property damage caused by the contractor's equipment during off hours. Answer: B. Theft of tools from a job site. Explanation: contractor's equipment insurance typically covers the theft or damage of equipment and tools used on job sites even when they are not in use. Its coverage applies to tools and equipment the contractor's property or rented. However, bodily injury or property damage caused by the equipment or damage to subcontractor vehicles typically falls under other types of liability insurance, such as commercial general liability or commercial auto insurance. Question 21. Topic: business owners policy. A business owner's policy BOP includes property insurance liability coverage, and which of the following: A. Workers' compensation insurance, B. Auto liability insurance, C. Business income coverage, D. Employee dishonesty coverage? Answer: C. Business income coverage. Explanation: a business owner's policy BOP is a package policy that includes property insurance liability coverage and business income coverage, which covers lost income due to a covered event. It does not typically include workers' compensation, auto liability, or employee dishonesty coverage, though these may be purchased separately as additional endorsements. Question 22. Topic: Commercial property insurance. Valuation. Which of the following valuation methods is used in a commercial property policy to calculate the value of damaged property? A. Replacement cost, B. Actual cash value, a CV, C. Market value, D. Both, and B. Answer: D. Both, and B. Explanation: commercial property insurance policies generally provide two methods for valuing damaged property: replacement cost, the cost to replace the property with new items of similar kind and quality, and actual cash value, SCV, replacement cost minus depreciation. Both methods can be used depending on the policy, but it is important for the policyholder to understand which method applies to their coverage. Market value is not typically used for calculating property damage in commercial property policies. Question 23. Topic: Commercial general liability CGL. Coverage B. Which of the following is typically covered under Coverage B of a commercial general liability CGL policy? A. Bodily injury to a third party due to a slip and fall on the insured's premises. B. Defamation due to an advertisement made by the insured. C. Property damage caused by an employee of the insured. D. Bodily injury caused by an accident involving a company-owned vehicle. Answer: B. Defamation due to an advertisement made by the insured. Explanation: Coverage B of a CGL policy typically covers personal and advertising injury, which includes claims for defamation, libel, slander, and false advertising. The other options, bodily injury and property damage, are covered under Coverage A, which focuses on general liability for bodily injury and property damage caused by the insured's operations. Question 24. Topic: Commercial umbrella insurance. Which of the following is typically not covered by a commercial umbrella insurance policy? A. Liability exceeding the limits of a CGL policy. B. Claims related to workers' compensation. C. Personal injury caused by the insured's actions. D. Claims arising from the insured's auto accident. Answer: B. Claims related to workers' compensation. Explanation: commercial umbrella insurance provides additional coverage over primary insurance policies such as CGL, commercial auto, and employer's liability coverage. However, it does not cover workers' compensation claims, as these are handled separately under a workers' compensation policy. Umbrella policies typically cover bodily injury, property damage, and personal injury, but they do not extend to workers' compensation claims. Question 25. Topic: Commercial property insurance. Business interruption. A manufacturing company suffers damage to its property due to a fire. Which of the following would be covered by the business interruption portion of the commercial property policy? A. Repairs to the building. B. The cost of replacing inventory. C. Wages paid to employees during the downtime. D. Liability for third-party injuries during the downtime. Answer: C. Wages paid to employees during the downtime. Explanation: business interruption coverage is designed to cover lost income and certain ongoing expenses while the business is temporarily unable to operate due to a covered peril, such as a fire. This includes wages paid to employees during the downtime and other operating expenses like rent. The cost of repairs or inventory replacement would be covered under the property portion of the policy, not under business interruption. Question 26. Topic: Workers' compensation insurance. Which of the following is typically excluded from coverage under workers' compensation insurance? A. Medical expenses for an employee injured on the job. B. Death benefits for a family member after fatal workplace accident. C. Injuries sustained by a contractor hired by the business. D. Temporary disability benefits while the employee recovers. Answer: C. Injuries sustained by a contractor hired by the business. Explanation: workers' compensation insurance covers medical expenses, disability benefits, and death benefits for employees injured on the job. Contractors, however, are typically not covered under workers' compensation insurance unless the contractor is classified as an employee or the employer specifically elects to provide coverage. Independent contractors are generally responsible for their own workers' compensation coverage. Question 27. Topic: Commercial crime insurance. Which of the following scenarios would not be covered under commercial crime insurance policy? A. Employee theft of cash from the business safe. B. Employee theft of company property. C. Forged checks cashed by an employee. D. Loss of client data due to a security breach. Answer: D. Loss of client data due to a security breach. Explanation: Commercial crime insurance typically covers losses resulting from employee theft, forgery, and similar fraudulent activities such as theft of property or funds. However, loss of client data due to a security breach would typically be covered under cyber liability insurance, not commercial crime insurance. Cyber liability insurance covers risks related to data breaches and other technology-related incidents. Question 20. Topic: Business Owners Policy BOP. Which of the following businesses would not typically be eligible for a business owner's policy BOP? A. A small retail store. B. A law firm. C. A restaurant with fewer than 50 employees. D. A home-based consulting business. Answer: B. A law firm. Explanation: A business owner's policy BOP is designed for small businesses with a relatively low-risk profile. While small retail stores, restaurants, and home-based consulting businesses are eligible, law firms generally require more specialized coverage and are typically excluded from BOP eligibility due to the nature of their professional liability risks. A law firm would generally need a professional liability policy instead of a BOP. Question 29. Topic: Commercial auto insurance. Which of the following is typically excluded from a commercial auto insurance policy? A. Damage to a company-owned vehicle in an accident. B. Injury to an employee driving the company vehicle for business purposes. C. Injury to a third party caused by an employee while driving the company vehicle. D. Damage to personal property in the vehicle during an accident. Answer: D. Damage to personal property in the vehicle during an accident. Explanation: Commercial auto insurance typically covers damage to company-owned vehicles and liability for injuries to others while driving the vehicle for business purposes. However, damage to personal property inside the vehicle is generally not covered by a commercial auto policy, as this would typically be covered by the driver's own personal property insurance. Question 30. Topic: Property insurance. Earthquake coverage. A business located in a region prone to earthquakes experiences damage to its building from a tremor. Which of the following policies would not cover the damage unless specifically endorsed? A. Commercial property insurance. B. Earthquake insurance. C. Business owners policy BOP. D. General liability insurance. Answer: D. General liability insurance. Explanation: General liability insurance covers bodily injury, property damage, and personal injury arising from the insured's operations, but does not cover earthquake damage. Earthquake damage is typically covered by a separate earthquake insurance policy or an endorsement to a commercial property policy or BOP, depending on the coverage.